So this is where the UC hides all the scary shit they're doing. What I'd give to have all the Rangers with me right now. That's a fair cop. I'll, just stay here.
Surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
I know your secrets, Francois. Tell me the truth about the attacks and I might spare you.
How could you know? You're telling the truth, aren't you? You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
No better way to show the UC what a deadly weapon they have in the Lazarus plant than to use it.
Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You just said it took you years to use the plant outside Londinian. You killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter. She becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Ah, so I'm just your cleanup crew. You must think you're very clever.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
I've got the penthouse over the Astral Lounge, bitch.
You're being honored only because I arranged the situations where it could happen. Be grateful.
Huh.
And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orleza's role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlez and Orlez alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I'm not sure what I'm going to tell the Cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Why don't you just sit here and sweat it out?
Personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
You know, with just one look, you get my heart racing. It ain't fair.
Let's go.
Back in action.
Whoops. Been here, done that. Be a good place to jump from, though.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aceles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
He confessed. He organized the attacks from his cell.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He's an asshole.
Probably a good approach. I'm sure the UC interrogators will be able to get to the bottom of it.
Beyond sick. A literal monster. And the UC let him live.
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Oh, he needs to be punished.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Let's go.
And here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Yes.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
That report isn't the whole truth. Orlays was helped, but Victus organized the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use Terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sinon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Listen to this.
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
You can't thank us at all because you're pretending that he's dead.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
You got to bring everybody in on this.
Tell the Freestar Collective. Why? So they have another tool to utilize against us?
I'm in agreement. I fail to see the value here.
It'll show that you're not doing this in secret. Again, like everything else.
At least it would bring some adults in the room. Hell, Cora would handle this situation better than the whole UC High Command.
Agreed.
That is an interesting idea. A grand gesture, showing definitively this cabinet doesn't think like those of the past.
So, you want us to make nice with the Collective by sharing our state secrets?
No, I want us to display plainly the UC's actual intentions, that the plant will never be used as a weapon again.
That does sound worthwhile, Chief Kulkarni. Very well. We'll get the Collective involved in the management. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Well, in my original universe, I used the microbe, and it worked just fine. But in this universe, the Aseles will be used.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
I expect my evening constitutionals are about to become a whole lot more eventful.
Hardly. You may just have a little more company than before.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm getting paid, right?
Then I expect you'll be quite pleased. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Bye, sparkly hair. Tuala, what's up?
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Commander.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Thank you.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
I want to take on the terramorphs. But I'd like to start by helping Percival with new alien threats.
Sure. He'll have all the specifics. If you find yourself looking for more work, you know where to find me.
That Balloon Embassy building is such an eyesore. Why don't they just tear it down?
See my ship.
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you.
Home sweet home.
What's going on?
Taking off, Doc.
We are cleared for liftoff.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers. Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool.
This right here is my catnip. Orbit reached.
But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe and where his stargazing landed in.
Jump complete. Want to do it again?
Attention,
Just for fun?
unidentified vessel. You have no
No?
faction markings or registered manufacturer. Please maintain course while we scan you. Assuming scans even work on whatever it is you're flying.
Be advised you have been identified as a known criminal. Respond immediately, or we will be forced to open fire.
What?
We say again,
I'm a class 1 citizen, bitch.
respond immediately, or we will be forced to... You're on the wanted list. Halt and prepare to be boarded, or we will be forced to open fire.
I'll pay 350 credits. What I steal?
Copy that. Stay on course while we escort you in.
Must have been nothing for 350.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy your weapons.
Now seriously, I was just named a class 1 citizen and I'm getting shaken down in Sidonia.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Yeah, what's up, Sam?
Love you make every day special. The whole Terramorph situation, seriously, hats off to you. When I was growing up, everyone was afraid of Terramorphs. How they could seemingly strike anywhere at any time. The carnage, the destruction. The stuff you've done here could save so many lives.
Just doing what I had to do.
Hey, it's me. If you can't brag a little to your friends, who can you brag to? I don't know about these Asylees. That micro would wipe out the Terramorphs for good and certain. I mean, the Asylees? It'll take longer and take more hand-holding, and there's no saying the Asylees will fully get the job done. I hope for all our sake you made the right call.
The Asylees is a natural solution, and they're cute.
I suppose. The United Colonies. Hell, everyone and everywhere owes you big time. Even if they don't know it.
I'm sorry to make you wear this armor. But you wear it well.
But you all are here because you can handle it. So any questions, concerns, anything at all giving you pause, you come see Dr. Walker or I. Little problems left unchecked become big problems. And we fix big problems here, not make them. Now let's get to work. Welcome everyone to the TMD.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Pardon?
Howdy.
History better damn well not repeat itself here.
Okay.
Hello.
Why, hello, fellow Class 1 citizen. That's never gonna get old.
You
Now,
got some
was
work?
there something you needed? You heard right. These terramorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. UC Brass doesn't like that. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, ensure we've got intel on any possible new alien threats. Which means, we need someone to track down said aliens, and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells from specific family lines of some oftentimes unfriendly creatures. But since dealing with unfriendly creatures falls square in your wheelhouse, well, I figured we might be able to recruit you for the task.
You can count on me.
Glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. UC spec this as a one-person job, but I convinced them this sort of task merits expert backup. So, if you're interested, they've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you. You'll have to convince her, of course, but I don't think she'll fight you too badly.
Cool. Recruit Hadrian.
I expect she wouldn't mind too badly being out there herself, so pay her a visit before you head out. Now, let's get you the details of your first quarry. Here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back here. I'll have a tech waiting outside to collect them from you. And so you know, you shouldn't need to kill these critters to harvest the required cells. This isn't the same level of analysis we were doing with the terramorphs. A little will go a long way here. Just get close, take a few scrapings, get out before they see you. Don't let them get the best of you, all right?
Hey.
Captain, looks like we missed each other back at Mast. Listen, I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead. But now, knowing what I do, that my father truly is the monster I always thought he was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot. The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking, while we were up on that podium, if I wanted to try and see him again. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't. Because confronting him, what would I have gained from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future. And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that. He said that? I mean, I guess. You're sure you'd really want me to come with you? It's not in my nature to say no when someone asks for help. Especially not a friend. I saw myself staying at the TMD for the long haul. But if life's taught me one thing, it's that plans don't always work out. If you really need backup out there, I'll watch your six. Yeah, I think so too.
Thank you for the offer. Really. It was unexpected, but I think this will be for the best. Both for me and for the settled systems.
I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. He's gonna get an earful for arranging this without talking to me about it first.
See you, Captain.
Time to tell Cora.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
I'm thinking of building a bigger hab. Maybe I just want a bigger room.
When I was younger, I thought I would love it out here. And you know, I do.
You headed to a mine? We buy and sell suits. If you can afford that ship, you can afford our supplies. Best prices on the planet.
We can usually tell where you've been by what you have to sell.
We have to protect ourselves here. And believe me, we will.
last night, totally worth the bruise. Cute. Nobody's here now. Oh, we make a hell of a team.
goes.
Well, they don't need us.
I love target practice.
Back, took out their grab drive. Landing commencing.
Thanks for playing. Bye. Never mess with the code.
Max dry! Reloading!
There you go. This is my favorite part. Look what? Oh, not like this. This is for Cora. Us, right?
You've already lost!
I ain't never getting used to that. Oh, this is...
I'm going for help! You're dead. I needed that bounty.
Whoa, something's out there.
Feels like old times. You can stand to drop a few pounds, and I don't mean a diet.
Up, up, and away.